Good day all of you. Today we are going to study sexual reproduction in human beings. Means as the name indicates, sexual reproduction means two partners are required, and as the name indicates, human being means one is male and one is female. Before understanding this reproduction, we should clear here that there are two types of chromosome, that is chromosome X and chromosome Y. These X and Y chromosomes are known as sex chromosome, while man has two different type of chromosome, that is X and Y, while female has both the same chromosome, that is XX chromosome. These chromosomes are responsible for the development of specific organ in male and female body respectively. Only X chromosome is present in men and women, whereas Y chromosome is present only in men. Means in men there is X and Y, and in female there is XX chromosome. Before that, next we have to study or understand the reproductive system. Today we are going to study the human male reproductive system, means the reproductive system present in males. I am focusing towards the diagram. You should focus towards the diagram because diagram is important to understand the anatomy and physiology of male reproductive system. Here you can observe that this is penis. There are two testes. This is one, this is two, and this is penis. Now these testes are surrounded by this line. This line is nothing but this is the outermost covering known as scrotum. This scrotum and penis lies outside the abdominal cavity. This half portion is outside the abdominal cavity and other portion is inside the cavity. And one more thing, this scrotum which is outside the abdominal cavity and which supports the testes. The main function of this scrotum is to give protection to these testes and also to maintain the temperature of these testes, because these testes work at little higher temperature than body temperature, which can be maintained by scrotum. So this is the function of scrotum, to give the protection to the testes and also to maintain the body temperature of the testes slightly higher than the body temperature, so that the sperms are can be produced in these both the testes. These testes are required for the production of sperms. Now I am little bit explaining you how these sperms are produced. You can observe. You can focus on this diagram. I have made this diagram of only testes. Inside these testes, this area is known as semivesical tubules. These are the tube-like structure, and in this tube-like structure there is germinal tubules. These germinal tubules will generate the sperms. Sperms are smaller in size initially when they are released or prepared in the germinal tubules, and these sperms are then transferred to the rete testi, the area near the tubular semivesical tubules. Empty area is nothing but the rete testes. In this rete testes, these sperms mature somewhat, and then this from this area, from rete testes, it will divert toward the outer layer known as epidermis via vasa efferentia, the route from which the sperms move from rete testes, means from within the testes, to the outside the testis area, that is epidermis. Epidermis is located around the testes. It is outside the testes, and the root is known as vasa efferentia. Now from rete testes, it is having located in epidermis, and in epidermis it matures somewhat, and through epidermis it will move outside the epidermis through the root known as vasa differentia. Now you can observe the diagram, this tube like structure which is emerging from the epidermis. This is epidermis, outermost brown shade, and this is vasa differentia. Efferentia is the route for transfer of sperms from rete testi to the epidermis, and vasa differentia carry the sperms from epidermis towards the other organ, or you can say seminal vesicle tubules. Understood? This route is known as vasa differentia. Now once the the sperms are moving, they are maturing. As they are passing from one level to another level, they are maturing. And when they are first of all, they will cross some glands. The first gland is semi-vesical glands. These are 2 in number, 1 and 2. And then there is prostate gland. This heart-shaped structure you can observe is nothing but a prostate gland. Understood? And this last one is known as Copper's gland. Means there are 3 glands before entering into urinogenital duct. Urinogenital duct is the common route for movement of urine as well as sperms. Hence the name is urinogenital duct. Now what is exactly happening? Semivesical glands, these blue shade glands, secrete their secretion in ejaculating duct. Ejaculating duct is the bulb like structure which is present. From there it will come near the prostate gland. Understood? This is ejaculating duct, this line. So this organ or this semivesical tubule will secrete the secretion in this ejaculating duct, and whereas prostate gland and Copper gland secrete their secretion in urinogenital duct. Means this prostate gland and Copper's gland will secrete their secretion directly into urinogenital duct. This is very important. Semivesical tubule will secrete their excretion in ejaculating duct, while this prostate gland and Copper gland will secrete their secretion in urinogenital duct. Now the semen, due to this all secretion with sperms, is known as semen. Semen is formed of sperms and secretion from all these glands. Now semen is ejaculated throughout the penis, and all the organ of male reproductive system are paired except urinogenital duct, penis and scortium. Means this whole penis will fill up with the semen. Means sperms will come out of this penis during the time of ejaculation with the semen, and semen is nothing but the fluid or secretion which is being secreted from these 3 gland along with the sperms, which will help for making the sperms strength wise more, and fluid will help for their movement. And now all the organ in male reproductive system are in double form. You can observe that 2 testes, 2 scortium. Scortium is 1. You can observe that here you are looking like it is 2 scortia, but it is single layer holding both the testes. This layer is joined. Means scortium is 1, but testes are 2. Copper gland 2, prostate gland 2, 2 semivesical tubules, 2 vasa differentia, 2 vasa efferentia. Only the scortium and penis and this urinogenital duct, this is single. So this is male reproductive system.